Hey everyone, welcome to The New Populist. I'm Dave Brown. If you are new to this channel, please like and subscribe and pick up a book. It is called Black and White: How the Left is Destroying the Dream of Martin Luther King and Our Founding Fathers. Now, I usually plug this book just because, well, I wrote the book and of course I'm going to plug it, but there is something that happened recently that made me want to bring it up again because it sort of exemplifies why I wrote it. And this has to do with the two white ACU students or ASU students who were being white in the wrong place. And let me just say, I don't know their intentions. They may have gone there wearing the shirt that says I didn't vote for Biden in order to, get a rise out of people. I don't know if that happened for a fact, but perhaps that was their motivation. Either way, if they were keeping to themselves and studying quietly, they should have been left alone. But the issue comes down to safe spaces for people of color. And one of the things I wrote in this book was about how I completely reject those kind of safe spaces. And my reasoning, well, there's several, but from a practical standpoint, we live in a country now where we have families that are multiracial. Myself, I am biracial. I have a black parent and a white parent. I have grandparents who are white, cousins who are white. I have cousins who are black, grandparents who are black. And the point I make is that I would never be part of a space that would exclude a member of my family. By their definition, by their own rules, this safe space I would be allowed to walk into, but my own mother would not be allowed to be there. And I don't understand how we could support that sort of idea. We're quite literally splitting up families. And if you think your color carries more weight than your own blood, you're a sick individual. And I hate to say it in those terms, but that's the way I feel about it. It's really a cruel thing to do. I could never imagine telling somebody in my family, my own mother, that she wasn't welcome someplace. She's welcome everywhere I am. And that's why I categorically reject these safe spaces for people of color. They split people apart. They do not bring people together. And especially on a college campus, this idea that minorities feel unsafe. I was on a college campus almost 20 years ago now as a person of color. I can't think of a place more safe and just, there's nothing there. It's in general very liberal. So this idea that black people need to feel safe on a college campus, are you insane? And that was, said almost 20 years ago now. And I can't imagine in 2021, there's anywhere on the ASU campus where people of color feel threatened. Unless, of course, you're psychotic and you're creating these threats in your own head. That just the existence of white people is in itself a threat towards you. And if that's where we're going, our society is going off a cliff. That's absolute craziness. I bring it up a lot, critical race theory. This is what critical race theory creates. This sort of hostility, this sort of bitterness. And we have to nip this in the bud right now because I point out in other videos, it's been around for decades. It's only right now that we're recognizing it as conservatives, as people on the right. And it has metastasized, it's everywhere. And unfortunately, so we're sort of behind the eight ball in fighting it back against this kind of nonsense. And we're going to see more of it until we stand up and fight back. That's it for now. Again, if you're new to this channel, please like and subscribe and pick up the book, Black and White: How the Left is Destroying the Dream of Martin Luther King, and we're seeing it every day. See you next time.